the following presentation of the National Football League.
Steelers in this one, longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys getting to the point you start to hear whispers about perfection. They're 9-0. Facing off with him, that is head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His side also occupying playoff position, so might be a rematch we see play out this postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Hewer with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's found room past the 50. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. Neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to get to 5 more.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
6 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson keeping it himself. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and a lone yard coming up. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Maybe just a little disappointing with that good field position that it didn't yield a touchdown, but they moved the ball well, and you got 3 on that scoreboard.
On the return, here comes McKenzie. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And 3 yards is all he's going to get mid-second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do and support that win. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying the left side with Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. He dodged the tackle. And the Steelers have a first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. The incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. He brings it in. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Jason Myers lining up for the field goal try. It's a 38-yard look here. Myers' kick is good. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I would think they'll get right back to work.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. It's a screen play to Warren. Across the 45 and still going. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They really don't care what the split is between Brown and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They're going to try and throw it here. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd down.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 3-3 game. Back to the bank in just a moment.
Okay, ready?
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to fly. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. Escapes a defender. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
43-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the pistol, give to Pierce. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here comes McKenzie. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Their winning streak a very impressive 9 games, and they lead here with a chance to take that streak to double digits. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll throw it.
Ravens 43-yard line.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Hey, middle. At their own 42-yard line.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Pierce up the middle. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On his own read, here's Pierce. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the 1st and more. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. The 3rd and 10 was already tough, Brock, but the challenge doubles here. 3rd and 20 now after the holding call. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're going to bring it. Breaking across midfield. This play goes for 36. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
He's going to throw it again. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Still sticking with the passing game. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down. We've set it downs from 37. Throwing it again here. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Sticking to the air here. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
The Steelers, first down.
They are throwing it again. Chased out to his right. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw again on second down. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw. That one connects. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pittsburgh.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. He's got it. And he's brought down at the line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back to throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Jukes away from 1. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. And he's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Final throw before the break. Throwing this for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We're officially on to the 2nd half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Falcons. And this is the running back for the visitors. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big mid-season matchup. And it's Justin Herbert. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The Chargers run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Seattle Seahawks. and this is ARSB Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Lions go on to the victory, 27-16, your final. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And that return ends as he goes out of bounds. That gave them great field position down inside the 30.
Well, their hopes of an early comeback, that faint flicker of light they had when they exited the locker room at halftime, that return just snuffed it out. Very good chance now. That lead's going to grow, and certainly not short.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 16.
In the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Second and 3 now.
Prior move. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
One after up and good for Myers. And the Steelers push their lead to 18. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Motion man left is Wester. First and 10. Here's Jackson. He finds Brown right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We've set it down from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
First down. Here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Lamar off the play fake. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's a gain of 7.
Third down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. They kick the running back in motion. Lamar throwing again. The left side, caught by Andrews. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. They're going play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Vacates quickly left side. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes. Third and long. We'll have the first down and even more.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So they get dinged for the holding. You got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Third and long for him here. Here's the jump off to Warner. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away.
Return team.
All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Pierce loses it on the hit. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water, comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field first and goal from the 5. Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send him back to the line for second and goal. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan, as a defensive coordinator. I think as an offense, you continue.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First down throw for Jackson. We've got a screen to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a
lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
On first down, Warren And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and
Pass
11.
play coming here.
The 30-yard line.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They look to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
The Steelers, first down.
Warren, quick on the draw. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal coming up from the
It's a
7.
loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 7-yard
Now
line.
an inside give to Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Jason Myers set.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. Hits the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing old offensive coordinator Tom Moore say, whoever plays the hardest and longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder, you got to play longer than your opponent, and when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
His return starts at the 5. He makes it up to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now start the drive with Warren. Now it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Warren once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
11. That's good for a Steelers first down.
A give left side to Warren. Give him about 3 on that first down carry. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Let's go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Well, you can see he gets the ball, and he sees his defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner. But they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to throw for it on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Thrown back, gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this give not as fruitful. They're off the quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Jason, everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
They go to him again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. He's got a man left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First and 10. Here's Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
And a Steeler first down.
Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a BYO. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Another carry for him. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you can take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Here's a give on the jet sweep. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling like a great boxer. You never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
Space on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the well again. Has a big hole left. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers are running them out of the building. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got first down here from the 36. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's it. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! Steelers have it, headed the other way! And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with first and goal.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
The Steelers offense headed out. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. Setting up for the kneel down on third. It's a designed run for him. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.